Well, it's official. Hot Wheels and Ferrari have rekindled their partnership together, and we are going to see a full line of Hot Wheels for 2025 and beyond. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What are we going to see redone? What are we going to see released? What kind of super treasure hunts and sets can we expect to see? Let's go ahead and talk about it. So as you guys know, I did a video on this previously. I had no insider information. I didn't know anything before you guys heard the news at the same time. It's just something that I really thought about and expected Ferrari to come back to Hot Wheels, and that's exactly what happened. And I've got a bunch of my Ferrari collection here in front of me, and let's go ahead and talk about some of the lines and some of the cars that we have existing. So they do a great lineup of Hot Wheels Ferraris already, obviously becoming more valuable now that the announcement has happened. We're getting a lot more people buzzing about them and going out and buying them. It is driving the prices up a little bit. I would have to say, hold your horses, pun intended, because I think what's going to happen with a lot of these cars that are re-released, for example, like the Bugatti Veyron casting, which was released in 2003, they stopped making it. It made a comeback, and the original release castings of 2003 just completely tanked in value because now we can get them. So don't go out and go crazy buying Ferraris right now, because I suspect that the prices of them are going to come down once we get re-released versions. Quick reminder that tomorrow, February 1st, I'm doing my Whatnot giveaway live stream. So if you have not signed up for Whatnot, you should go use my link down below, sign up for Whatnot, and come join us on that giveaway stream where you could win a bunch of cool Hot Wheels. Also, if you use that link and you sign up, you'll get a $15 bonus. So even if you don't win, you get free $15 to spend on anything on Whatnot. It's a win-win situation for you. So go sign up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good luck. Last casting that was made by Hot Wheels for the Ferrari, it is the Ferrari LaFerrari. We got it in its like silver metallic color, and then we have the original red color. A beautiful casting, I must say, but I have to say also that the technology has just advanced so much that we can get a lot of these castings re-released and retooled into something better. I'm not saying that the LaFerrari is bad by any means. It is still a nice looking casting, and I wouldn't mind this exact one getting re-released, but we can expect some of the older ones to get re-released and retooled. The big one, yes, the Ferrari F40. A lot of people talking about this one on how they need to retool this casting. I 100% agree. The casting itself is quite old. I like the opening hatch. I think that's really cool, but they could definitely make this look better. For example, this is the Eno 64. Yes, it is a Liberty Walk edition, but that's what you get when you compare like a new technology casting to an older one. I mean, the difference is phenomenal. Ignore the fact that yes, this is Liberty Walked, but just the proportions, the look, and everything of this casting is just so much better than what they can produce in the olden days compared to today. So definitely we need a retooled F40, and I would actually suspect that an F40 would make a comeback into the RLC lineup, because with that rear opening hatch and then you have the front hatch that can flip open this way, I think it actually would make a great casting to come to the RLC lineup. So definitely expect that maybe in the future. Again, I don't know 100% for sure, but I'm just thinking that's going to be one of the nicer ones to do, and that would drive people crazy. Those would sell out so fast. But how about some of the other castings that we have that are really popular, like the Enzo Ferrari? There's a black one. Here's a red one. And this one being very, very popular because it was a super treasure hunt. It was in a lot of different lines. But again, this is another one that when you look at just the side window, it could be better. It could be better. The backing is a little bit kind of fat, a little too high and fat back here. It's just definitely something that could be fixed. And definitely, I think they will be fixed. And I mean, when we see newer cars come out and retooled castings, it's amazing what they can do to improve castings. Another one of my favorite Ferraris is the F430. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, it's just an F430, nothing special, but the actual F430 in real life looks fantastic. Really, really cool looking car. And yes, I'm excited about the Hot Wheels F430, but it's just it's really not done well as a 1 in 64. They could really, really improve this, make it look so much better. Yes, this is a Spider variation. There is also the Coupe variation, but they did do the F430 Scuderia. I think the Coupe in the Scuderia form looks really, really good. That one is definitely an improvement. We've got the Treasure Hunt variation of it right here. And again, they've done the front end very nicely. It's just the front end of the 430 that just, it doesn't look quite right. So that's definitely a casting I would like to see improved and come back. But there's definitely a lot of good ones as well, like the Ferrari FF. I think they did a fantastic job at it. Yes, this is not so much of a popular casting when it comes to Ferrari or a popular model, but this one very, very right, very proportionate. The lines, the look of it, they've done a fantastic job. So that's definitely one I'd like to see come back to the Ferrari lineup. The 575 GTC is also another one that looks really cool. A little bit older of a casting, but I think they've done a good job at it. So that's definitely one that we could see return, maybe in a premium with some painted lights and all of that. This one does have a metal base though, which is kind of cool. So it's kind of like a mid-premium one. But they've done a few good ones. Even the Ferrari California, that one is also done pretty well. No complaints about that. But again, this one's just not so much of a popular model or popular casting. When we look at the Big Five Ferrari, or now I guess you could say Big Six with the F80 that's coming out, which we'll probably see the F80. I'm sure that will be one. 288 GTO. I really like this casting. One of my favorite Hot Wheels Ferrari castings. I know they do have the bigger rear wheel tire combination. I'll show you ones in premium in a bit, but I still think this casting is really, really nice, and the car itself is really, really nice. The F40 we talked about. Yes, this is definitely one that needs to be retooled. We'll definitely see that one again. The F50 is not horrible, but again, an older casting, so I predict that this is definitely going to be one that they're going to redo. From the side, it's not bad, but it could definitely use some improvement. Look at the wheel gap and stuff like that. They're definitely going to fix something like that. But overall, it's a 7 out of 10, I would say, overall for that one. The Enzo we kind of talked about. I think the side window needs some improvement. I think the proportions of the way that top is a little bit more raised, the back is a little bit fatter. I think definitely that's one that we could see improved. The LaFerrari. Again, I'm happy with the LaFerrari. I think this one's really nice. I'd like to just see this one being released because, it's one of the best hypercars of all time, and a lot of people that couldn't get this originally will want to pick one up again. So I predict that we get the LaFerrari with some maybe updated wheels. Going on to the older one, like the 250 GTO, that's definitely one of the most expensive Ferraris of all time. They sell for what, $75+ million in real life. So it's definitely one of the most sought after Ferraris in real life, and in Hot Wheels format, it's not too bad. We did get a premium one of this with the Enzo in a 2-pack, and I believe it had the opening hood. That was done really, really nicely. I don't have that one personally, but this casting could come back as premium and be really, really nice. So there are some good castings that they can come back with. There's some that they definitely need to improve on. So how about Formula One? We got a bunch of releases of Formula One cars. We got that big 16-car Formula One set, but no Ferraris. Obviously, Red Bull F1 car right here in front of me, and they could definitely turn this one into a Formula One Ferrari. And for everyone saying that we need a Hot Wheels Ferrari Formula One car, well, one does exist. Several of them do exist. Back in the older days, the old Ferrari days, we did get some Formula One Ferraris. That's one of the ones that I have from my collection right here. And I definitely think that we're going to get some, but being Ferrari being Ferrari, I think they want to have their own limelight. So I think we're going to get some special edition Formula One sets come out. We're going to get maybe a Ferrari set that will have the first Formula One car, or we'll get an RLC Formula One, but they're definitely going to do it their own way. And so I can see why they didn't include it into that 16-car RLC Ferrari set. Again, hold your horses, guys. We're going to get Formula One Ferraris. I can assure you that. They're not going to skip out on that. We're just waiting for something more special, more Ferrari-esque to come out before they do that. So how about Ferrari super treasure hunts and treasure hunts? We will definitely get some of these back into the lineup. This one being one of the most popular ones, the Enzo Ferrari Super Treasure Hunt. This is one of the original releases of it. This was, I believe, back in like 2007-ish or so release, but definitely a popular one. And definitely these ones I can see the values of them going up. I can understand that because them being super treasure hunts, and because when newer Ferrari super treasure hunts come out, people are going to want to get these old ones as well. So I can see these ones going up in value. So let's go over some of the existing line that we have. So that's your Enzo Ferrari super treasure hunt. Then we had the Ferrari 599XX super treasure hunt, released in a red colored variation. Looks fantastic. Love the wheels on here. Just a really, really nice casting, the 599XX right here. And there's our mainline variation of the black one, which is also a super treasure hunt, which I've got right here. So the mainline variation is a little bit gray looking. It's just like a darker gray, but the super treasure hunt variation is more of a gloss black. I like it. I really like it. Some people say that the red one is a lot better and this one gets no love at all, but let's have a look at both of them side by side. I think the blacked out look on the 599XX actually looks really, really good. So, I mean, both of them are really nice. The only thing I must say is that the wheels, the bigger wheels on the red one, they kind of are a little bit more distinctive and they stand out. So it looks a little bit kind of cartoonish, I would say, not as realistic in real life, whereas the black one, it kind of blends in a little bit better. Both of them are amazing. I got no complaints really, but definitely show some love to the red and the black one. They're both excellent ones right there. And then we move into the treasure hunts. So we did get a Ferrari 512M in the yellow as a treasure hunt way back in the day as well. This one says 1999. And then we did get, I'm going out of order here, I know, but I'm just showing you all the supers and the treasure hunts. This one is the Ferrari 430 Scuderia. This one, you guys know I love the 430s, so the 430 Scud is definitely a good one. This one, it kind of reminds me of like a McDonald's theme, doesn't it? Kind of looks like the red with the yellow McDonald's guess. I know, it's bad to say, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. We got the Enzo Ferrari. So the Enzo, that's kind of interesting. We had the Enzo Ferrari as a regular and a treasure hunt, and I believe it was in the same year as well. Let's grab the super so we can get the super and the regular side by side. But it's kind of interesting to see a treasure hunt. Can you imagine today they had a treasure hunt and a super treasure hunt with both the same model? That's really not something that we see very often, but it did happen at one point. Actually, I'm going to put this 599XX back up there. We got this one right here, which is the what is this? The 250 Testarossa, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember exactly. I think it's a 250 Testarossa, but this one also a treasure hunt as well, and this one with the real riders. So this is one of the previous release, the early treasure hunt releases that had the real rider tires on there. Where if you look at like the Enzo and the Scud, they're just the plastic wheel tire combination. So if we get treasure hunts in the future of Ferraris, which I highly doubt we'll get regular treasure hunts anymore in Ferraris, I think we're going to get more supers. Then expect to see them with the plastics or the real riders as a super treasure hunt. But this is the last one of our treasure hunt. It is the Ferrari F355. This one in a white, and it's a very heavy casting. It's a full metal heavy casting, so definitely a good one. But again, so we've got here. Let's hold these all up again. So here's all your treasure hunts. This one I believe is Real Riders, the yellow one right there. So there's all your regular treasure hunts, and then there's all your, right here as I hold them in one hand without dropping them and wrecking them here, there's all your super treasure hunts. So yes, these ones are going to go up in value. I'd probably jump on them as soon as you can. If any other super treasure hunts or treasure hunts come out for Ferrari, people are going to want to go back and get these. So I can see these ones definitely going up in value. But as far as your mainline Ferraris, once they re-release the castings of those, it's probably going to drop the price of the older ones. So how about Ferrari sets? What are we going to see for Ferrari sets? I really hope we get the return of the Ferrari Racer line. I would love to see a new Ferrari Racer line. This line was not as popular or sold in North America. I don't even know if it was ever released in North America, but a lot of these are released in other areas of the world, and they're just really hard to come by. So anything that's Hot Wheels Ferrari Racer, the prices are just crazy on them. If you have your hands on one of them, keep it. The prices are only going to go up on them, but I really want to see the return of the Ferrari Racer line. This is one of my favorite Ferrari Hot Wheels that they've ever released. It's the gold Ferrari Enzo Ferrari from the Ferrari Racer line. Just absolutely love this line. If we look in the back, we can see a bunch of the other models that they had included with this line. And again, just really hard to get, really hard to come by. So I'd love to see the return of the Ferrari Racer line. We'll put that right down right there. The other line I'd love to see is, yes, we've gotten recent sets of the Speed Machines. Lots of different Ferrari Speed Machines castings that they released previously. I'd love to see another Hot Wheels set in just the regular Car Culture premium line with Ferrari Speed Machines back. So yes, bring back another Speed Machine set. Throw in some Ferraris. I will definitely be happy, because all the Speed Machines Ferraris that came out previously, people passed on them, they ignored them, they hated on them, and now they are just super collectible and everybody wants them. So don't sleep on them. We definitely want to see some Hot Wheels Speed Machine Ferraris. Another line I would love to see Ferraris in: Team Transport. Hot Wheels Team Transport Ferraris. Just imagine, yes, this is the Supreme Edition, but imagine this one being red with the big Ferrari logo. I mean, it is red, but imagine a big Ferrari logo on here, none of this Supreme stuff. And then we had a really cool Ferrari here, maybe, I don't know, maybe the LaFerrari or the FXX. That would be really cool. So if we got the Ferrari Racing FXX, that would be a super cool casting here. This one right here. There's an FXX right there. So imagine that one, the racing Ferrari with the Ferrari logo and the Ferrari theme and all of that in the Hot Wheels Team Transport. That is the Supreme one. I think one of the best ones that they could do with the Team Transport, though, is this one right here. This one, imagine this opening up with a Ferrari inside and all the Ferrari logoing on that. That would be so cool. I definitely want to see that. I mean, the Team Transport line with Ferraris and the Ferrari haulers, they could just make look so good. I know. I'm just going to repeat myself because they are just so amazing. And here's another one that they could do. The Euro hauler. They have lots of room to put the Ferrari on the side. I mean, even do a yellow one, or even like the shell variation, because Shell and Ferrari have a partnership together. So even the Shell Ferrari one right here with a yellow Ferrari, I think would look super, super cool as well. So definitely want to see that. Another line that I'd love to see Ferraris in is one that I recently opened up, specifically for this video actually, is the Ferrari F12, but Zamac Ferraris. We'd love to see some Ferraris in the Zamac line. It's definitely a really, really cool lineup. And I think we only got the F12 in a Zamac. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we got any other Zamac Ferraris besides the one in the Speed Machines 599XX. That one was a Zamac variation. But besides that, in the regular Zamac line, I think we only had the F12. And because the Zamac line started right around the time that Ferrari and the Hot Wheels license got canceled, which was specifically December 31st of 2014. So 2015, we never saw any Hot Wheels Ferraris. And for those that follow my channel and know me very well, they know that my all-time favorite car is the McLaren F1. But my second all-time favorite car is a Ferrari, and it's one that we don't have in the Hot Wheels lineup. We never got. It is the Ferrari 458 Speciale. I absolutely love this car in real life. I love this casting right here. This one is done by Kyosho. It's a very, very nice rendition of it. Very new, but you can just see how nice this car is and how much of an improvement it is over, let's say here, here's a 458 Italia, or 458 Spider, my bad. So you can see, I mean, the proportions and the look of the newer style cars is just so much better. I mean, yes, the Kyosho one is a little bit higher price than like your average like $2 or $3 car, but definitely we could see a return of the 458, and I really hope we get the 458 Speciale and a new casting of it. Yes, it's going to be new, obviously, because they don't make it, but I would just love to see this one in the Hot Wheels lineup. So please bring this back, Mattel. Bring that to the lineup. Yes, I'm going to put the Kosho one there. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below if you are as excited as me for Ferraris. What do you want to see from Ferrari? What do you think is going to happen in 2025 and beyond?